So yesterday I posted on TikTok as well as my YouTube channel. Digital ID was the title of the video, and it's attracted the attention of the ABC community and the behavioral insight team's parrots, the useful idiots. Sorry, can't really say the right word. So the first response was a video from Apes, who I mentioned in the video. Apes, nothing personal. You're one of many examples I utilize when I talk about the ABC syndrome and the World Economic Forum. Oh, let's address that I'm in my car. It's my mobile soundstage. My neighbors and friends know if I'm sitting in the car with the flag that I'm filming a video, because I often serve as sort of a taxi service. It's not really a taxi. Taxis charge money, but for the seniors here, there's a goodly number of them. They need prescriptions, shopping, whatnot, and I've got the time. I stop what I'm doing with my research or film a video. I take them, give them a ride. I'm not living in the car. Anyways, Apes, let's start where you started. Apes had stitched a video, part of my digital ID video, and was trying to tear it apart. First off, Apes, you said that people like me, think that there's some weird global conspiracy and that they're trying to get us all under control and one world currency and one world authoritarian government. I edited a bit. Makes no sense to me. Might make sense to you, Apes, if you were to pay attention to what they say at Davos and in the World Economic Forum's massive website. Yeah, they do have a global conspiracy. It's theirs. Klaus at Davos last year. You should listen to what he said about one world governance, but you won't. Anyways, let's move into the digital ID, which is the real point of things. Okay, so a lot of people, including my old friend, the Porch Goose, who says he's an IT guy, steps in and says, and this is the argument of Apes, and I gather there's another ABC content creator is going to make a video regarding my video. I'm looking forward to that. Let's bring it on. Anyways, the argument is that our Canadian passport, debit cards, credit cards, driver's license, healthcare card, and whatever else are digital. There's a QR code or a barcode. Well, there's still lots of people out there with the old red and white healthcare cards that doesn't have any of that on it. Apes, you said we've had digital ID for decades. No, I think you're confusing electronic and digital. Case in point, our banking in Canada. I think it was 4 years ago. It might have been 3. We switched. The big banking institutions in Canada switched from electronic to digital banking. People will still argue that. Probably someone in my comments or yours will, but we haven't had digital ID for decades. So let's say the IT guys are right in that passport, debit card, credit card, driver's license, healthcare is all digital. They're still separate. Digital. This is digital. That's digital. The other thing is digital. It's not all under one digital number like they're wanting to do and apparently going to do in the UK. You should listen to what Keir Starmer says when he has his little podium addresses regarding digital ID. It's all one package. Apes, you had said, well, someone can hack in. The government won't, you said, but a hacker could hack in. Well, yeah, a hacker can hack in now, but he'd have to go into the passport, the debit card, the credit card, the driver's license, the healthcare, etc. He'd have to hack each system individually. It wouldn't all be under one. This is what I say when I refer to digital ID and an individual becoming a digit. Well, it would be a series of digits. That's what I mean when I say when an individual becomes a digit and has digital ID, it's all in one place. Everything, your medical records, all of it. That's what digital ID means. And that goes back to the World Economic Forum. You can check it out. Reference the social credit scoring system in China that they have. An individual has digital ID. Wong Smith is digit number so-and-so, and everything is in that one digit. That's what I'm referring to by digital ID. I don't know why people can't understand this. Just to address a couple of other points, apes, when I said that the government, with the collusion of the Canadian banks, froze bank accounts, I was referring to individuals who had their bank account frozen. I wasn't referring to the two, I'll just call them GoFundMes, that the convoy had raised. The large sums, over $10 million in each. Different, again, I'm just using the term GoFundMe. The most recognizable example would be the single mom in British Columbia who had her bank account frozen because she donated $20. You apes went on to say they will freeze your bank account if you deposit over $10,000. No, you've got that wrong. You're accusing me in your video of a lot of misinformation. That's some misinformation. They don't freeze your bank account. They put a hold on the sum that is over $10,000. Your bank account's not frozen. They hold the money. First, the bank does an in-house in their fraud department to check out that sum, and if they find it questionable, they will then send it to FinTrack, which is a government agency that was involved in the freezing of the bank accounts of the individuals during the Freedom Convoy. And I know this from personal experience. I could give a case in point. Really briefly, I guess I might as well, in the way of summation of the video, I deposited $37,000 in a series of checks, 2 different companies, although they were the same company. But I guess I better use the term companies. I was at RBC, into my RBC account from, they banked at the RBC account, or same literal branch even. They held one $10,000 check, and this created an inconvenience for one of my subcontractors. I went into the bank and I said, why did you put a hold on that $12,000? And they said, oh, sorry, a rookie teller just did the $10,000 thing, didn't think her way through the whole situation. And we'll get it straightened out inside of a couple of weeks. And I said, well, no, you get it straightened out now, because literally my subcontractor has to pay his rent and buy baby formula with whatever amount of check I'd given him. So you got to sort this matter out more readily than that. And they did. It took an hour to sort it out. But no, they don't freeze your bank account. They hold that sum and check it out. But what a lot of people aren't seeing is, again, just to hammer the point home, when your whole identity is one digit. And hey, to go back to your comment at the start, Apes, where you said something about you don't understand the global conspiracy, blah, blah, blah. And you mentioned money in there, one world currency. Well, that's what they're talking. It's not. How do you explain this? When you reference, Apes, one world currency, what you're talking about are CBDCs. Okay, they're going to move from the fiat system to central bank digital currencies, which you won't be able to access unless you are a digit. And then they have total control. That's, yeah. Anyways, I enjoy interacting with the ABC community and their involvement with the Bit Nudge unit. And hey guys, give my regards to Sasha Trejabov for me, would you?